It starts with a youthful Jack who is dazzled by the story of a race of giants who come from a land in the sky and came through Goliath stalks which were grown from wizardry beans. So Eric the ruler had a crown made that makes whoever wears it control the monsters, and he utilized it to make them leave, and he had the monster stalks cleaved. Upon his passing, he was covered with the crown alongside the beans that developed the monster stalks. At the point when Jack turns 18, he is shipped off sell their pony and truck. At the point when he goes to the group, he runs into a young lady who is being bugged. He tells the ones annoying to let her be. Later the ruler's troopers appear and remove the young lady. It appears she's the Princess Isabel who fled on the grounds that her dad is telling she needs to wed Roderick, one of his confided in councils. In any case, what the ruler doesn't know is that Roderick is planning some mischief. He goes to his chamber and sees a priest leave. He finds something is missing, so he attempts to track down the priest. At the point when the priest sees he's encircled, he runs into Jack and requests his pony and offers a pocket of beans in return. He tells Jack not to get them wet. Later the priest is gotten and Jack leaves. At the point when he returns home, his uncle is chafed that he permitted the priest to con him. He tosses the beans to the floor. Jax picks the vast majority of them up, yet one falls through a break in the floor. That evening it starts to rain. That evening the princess flees again and looks for cover at Jax. They talk regarding how they're interested in the narrative of the giants and the beanstalk. Out of nowhere a Goliath tale sprouts, taking Jax home with the princess to the sky. Jack attempts to save her, however falls and is taken out. At the point when he awakens, he sees the ruler remaining over him and asking where hello there's girl is. Jack shows the beanstalk, so the ruler sends troopers to climb the tail and quest for his little girl. Jack offers to go, which the warrior doesn't believe is really smart. Roderick offers to go as well, however he has different plans. En route, Roderick cuts the rope, disposing of a portion of the fighters. At the point when they come to the top, since the time they were youngsters, Princess Isabel of Cloister and a youthful rancher named Jack, one of the realm's subjects, have been captivated by the story of sorcery beans moved by priests made to grow a pathway to track down their god. Just to see that pathway prompted a spot among Paradise and Earth, home to a race of goliaths who had a preference for human tissue and bone. Lord Eric the Great, one of Isabel's actual progenitors, had formed an enchanted gold crown to govern and in this way control the Goliaths, who he ousted back to their jail among Paradise and Earth, with the pathway annihilated for them never to return. So when Jack is offered a sack of beans by a priest as security installment for Jack's pony, Jack is compelled to accept the beans as the priest flees with his pony. In Jack's essence, one of the wanderer beans sprouts, clearing Isabel very high with the monster beanstalk. Isabel had for a long time needed experience outside the palace dividers. This experience is seemingly an excessive amount in any event for her. Ruler Bromwell issues his head watchman, Elmont, to gather a party of men to look for Isabel. 2 volunteers for the party are Lord Roderick, Isabel's pledged, one of the king's confided in guides, however a man she doesn't adore, and Jack himself, the last option, who is permitted to go as he saw what occurred. What the king, the Lord and Elmont don't know is that Jack is infatuated with Isabel from their 2 possibility experiences and will successfully save her. Also what the king, Elmont and Jack don't know is that the Lord initially took the beans and King Eric's crown from the priests, he, putting stock in the story of the Goliaths, anticipating utilizing them, the crown which he actually has, and his union with Isabel to administer Cloister without remorse. They will all before long find that the legend of the monsters is valid, the Goliaths who have caught Isabel. What they all likewise don't expect is that assuming they can advance up the beanstalk to the monsters, the Goliaths can advance down to Cloister. What occurs between them, everything is to a great extent reliant upon who is in control of King Eric's crown. They find that the story about the Goliaths probably won't be a fantasy. Roderick likewise advises Jack to give him the beans. What are more, the Goliaths gobbled up everybody.
At the point when Jack, Nicholas Hoult, unintentionally opens a way that permits goliaths to cross into our existence. The transcending titans have a special interest in the realm of people. Would it be a good idea for them they succeed? Jack's realm will be nevertheless the first of numerous to fall. Presently, to save his kin and salvage an honorable princess, Jack should gather each ounce of courage to drive out the attacking monsters. In the kingdom of Cloister, Jack, a youthful homestead kid, is entranced by the legend of Eric, an old ruler who crushed a multitude of attacking goliaths from a domain in the sky by controlling them with an enchanted crown. Simultaneously, Princess Isabel becomes entranced with a similar legend.